So here is both of the Logic sessions for both of the songs. First one is this. Second one is this.
Hey, bambino.
And I'll just go through them one by one, starting with the first one. First layer of MIDI you can see is the DIY synthesizer that I made. I'm going to go into more detail on that and later on. The next one is the piano. The piano is just added thickness in the choruses, just outlines the chords, and a small counting at the beginning. Underneath the piano we have the guitar lead. That was a really cool riff that I thought of to just just accompany the choruses, and it builds in the introduction. It starts off the whole song with the vocals. Underneath that is the bass line, plays in the choruses, and goes up and down disjunct. And underneath that is the guitar, the main chords. It plays throughout the song, along with the drums. But this guitar's vary throughout the choruses and the choruses in the verse, and then the bridge it's very sustained. And drums basically just how they play throughout the whole song. That was what I used to help record the drummer that I actually asked to help me do the recording for the actual drumming. So yeah, I used that as a backing for the drummer to listen to whilst I was recording it. Basically, to record the MIDI in, all I really did was play it in with the MIDI keyboard and quantize it in Logic, which really was just helpful for getting the accuracy, really, because I just changed the velocity of bits where I needed to be, in the choruses, everything's just velocity is just high. Basically I just tried to make it so that I'd have because really all the instruments that are there are really mainly used in the chorus, that's where it's the thickest. So I really tried to just put everything louder there, but not everything as it's just everything louder there, because and pan to the center, so it could just be the full effect of everything would just be in the center of everything. So I opened Alchemy and I got the default, and then I just messed with the attack. I wanted to have a really high sound, so I messed with the attack. I put the attack up and then put the sustain all the way up, and then with the release a bit lower, so it would cut off quicker, but then it would take a longer time to get to the note, so it could be a swell noise. And then it also added another one of these attacks, because it kind of then these bits here I moved it to make the attack a bit more to make there be kind of two ways of an attack. So then it kind of just I used that to just as a bit, that single bit into each of the choruses, so it kind of whooshes in, kind of. With the audio tracks for this one, I really tried to organize it, because there's a lot of them, and I recorded drums and vocals for this one, because there's a whole drum kit that you could have used. So I organized it into the main vocals, and then a channel stack for the harmonies, and a channel stack for the drums. So let me just go through the drums first. The drums, all the different mics that were inputted through channels 3 to 8, and using different mics the overheads, the snare, tom, bass, all those mics. I just put each of them in a separate channel, and then just connected them through Logic once they're patched in through the other side of the patch bay on the other side of the wall. And they got basically they got treated with reverb when they were being sent through the sent through the 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 mic, and yeah, just they literally just played through the whole song. He literally just went through the whole song, just played it. So yeah. Some important mics with the drums definitely were the overheads. They were like really useful for just getting all the main drums, because we panned the setup for the drums was 6 mics going for each of the drum, 2 overheads, and snare, toms, and bass. So we tried to make sure that we got all of them around, because it would get more of you'd have more control over the entire drums, and whichever sound you didn't want to have, you could just take them out. And I found that they were really helpful for like trying to like edit the drums, because like you could like take down some of the kicks in some sections if you wanted the kick higher or the toms higher, and it was just like more freedom to have like control over it, and you could like pan different sections, and like I think it was just better for like the general control of like all the like instruments. And definitely we were supposed to use the 4-on-4s, but there weren't any, so we used the 2-on-4s because they still had the same large frequency range, but like the NCR condensers, like they still have more sensitivity, but that's not bad because we needed to capture all the drums anyway. So I think it was a very good choice to have like the 2 overheads left and right, because I could still hear most of the like even the toms and the hi-hats, like I could still hear them being played, so it's actually really helpful. Yeah. For the vocals, I used an I-20. I used an SM7B mic for the I used an SM7B for the vocals, and used it when you connected it to the vocal booth with a pop filter and the vocal shield. I'll show you a small video of it here, and it was actually kind of helpful because like there was a bit, it was a bit to like record those. So basically I was recording it like, so like you'd see the mic here, I was recording it with my like voice pointing it there, so like I had to turn the thing around. Added the pop shield and also the reflections of the mic. Basically I had to like move it away from the glass because that like adds more reflections. So like yeah, doing a better take with it like facing that way, and yeah, see how it goes. Finding the best like arrangement of like recording each section was actually kind of simple, because I will always make the song before I make the lyrics. So I just had to just keep on listening back to the song, make the lyrics, and then like have the whole lyrics to go through. So I have the melody in my head. So I would just go through the whole song and then add the harmonies in afterwards. So the main thing you can see in red is the main harmony, is the main vocals in general, entirely the main vocals, and everything else is just the rest of it, like the harmonies that were just in the choruses, and I tried adding high harmonies. But yeah, with the high harmonies, with all the vocals in general, we ran it through a compressor, and we ran it through reverb just for better sound quality in general. And when going through the like the stereo outputs, like, and then when going through the mix, we like panned certain sections of it left and right. So you can see in the mixer, there is a certain like there's like vocal harmony 2, vocal harmony 3D, and like each vocal harmony that I made 3 copies, and then panned 1 left, 1 right, and then 1 in the center. The one in the center, I would sing that further away from the mic to try and get like a more 3D effect for the whole harmony in general, to like make it sound better and like more fuller. So I would do that for each of the harmonies that came throughout the whole song, and I only included it in the last two choruses to like add more contrast. And then after making a channel stack, I just like arranged the different levels of the volume for each of the harmonies to like make it so it doesn't like overpower the main vocals. And yeah, that's basically the vocals. Significantly smaller. I just used like a few for the MIDI and the vocals, because it's really just wait. It's really just piano and piano and vocal with some bass. So for the piano, I just used a MIDI piano and just like made chords. It's a very, very chromatic thing. So I didn't want to like stress someone out and just like play that and then just like, I mean, like if I did it earlier, I might have annoyed someone. But yeah, so starting from the beginning of the MIDI ones, you have the piano, and there's two piano ones, one piano one for the choruses, one piano one for the verses. And the next one underneath that is the bass line, and underneath that is the the drums, like the constant like that constant like pulse underneath. And yeah, I also added a few buses. For the harmonies for this one, I added like reverb and EQ to the buses, and like sent them to the harmony ones. And basically just that's the main one, because I just sent it through there to get some harmony, and that's basically what that was. I was gonna put harmony on the main vocal, but I just put an EQ on there and just like put it to the center and made it the higher one. Here is me making the final synthesizer. So I'm currently in the process of trying to make a synth sound. I'm trying to make it like calm and ambient instead of like sci-fi ambient, because like the song isn't really like sci-fi. It's really like just calm, and like it would add something to the chorus for like a whooshy like trees in the background or something. So yeah, wait. This is what it sounds like as well. Then I just went like a confused rabbit because I had no idea what was happening, so I just went to retro synth instead. Okay, so I think I found like basically that happened, so I just changed to retro synth, and it sounds kind of okay. Like I think it can actually work for what I'm trying to go for. I like made it to the square waves, and then like changed the sense of it, and then put the sine level a bit higher, and then it just made a really nice atmospheric thing. I'm gonna try and see what else I can do. I messed around with the filter envelope and the amp envelope, and then I changed the LFO to a square wave. This is my created synthesized sound that I am like actually kind of proud of, because it actually sounds like what I want for the choruses. though I didn't actually like, the mic I used was I can't remember. That's bad. Even though I didn't like put it through any compressors, I just like put a bus on the main reverb for the vocals in this one, and just like put a reverb on that one. Oh no, I didn't put reverb. I only put reverb on the I only put an EQ on this on the main vocals. I didn't put any like compressor or reverb on the main vocals. I only put the like effects on the like actual like main on the actual main harmonies, because the harmonies came at the end, and there's like a bit where it comes in canon. You want to like hear it each. The mixing was a bit difficult because like for both tracks, I did export them both in like -6 hertz, but like I didn't properly get the levels right for the harmony, so they kind of sound a bit off. But like that's probably just if I had more time, I should have done it more like. But yeah.